All right, guys, so it's been quite the day. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
So we set out this morning to go and get dirt, some compost that we found on Facebook Marketplace. We've been searching for it for a while because the soil that we have on our land is like super compacted clay soil, and I tried and failed to try to condition it, fix it up so that we can start our garden. And I just decided that this year the best bet was to try to get some compost, like something that's already set up, and then eventually over time hopefully develop our land so that we can plant in the ground. And I have a strategy that I found on YouTube that I'm going to try where you don't even have to till it. We'll see how it goes. But we were supposed to set off today to get this dirt, and in the morning we get everything ready, like we're ready to go. Shane's got his truck ready, and come out and we lock the keys in the truck. And we already had something else to do. We had to go to the farmer's market, get milk, get meat. And so we just had to kind of like leave the truck as is because we were running late as it is, and went to the farmer's market with my car, came back, AAA came, unlocked the truck, and now we're finally headed to get the dirt. Luckily, the guy who I'm buying from was gracious with us and said that even though they usually close at a certain time, they'll wait for us to come there because of our circumstances. So we're on the way there now, and I'm excited to finally get this dirt. All right, I don't want to like record this guy because he's just a random person and this is his business, so I'm just gonna show from inside the car. It's pretty exciting. I've never bought dirt this way before, so it's pretty cool. Here it comes. A lot of dirt. Dirty, dirty day. What do we got here? We got some organic mulch that is too expensive compared to our, like, this is already $16. We pay $40 for that for a load of dirt. This is $16. So we need to find a wood guy quick. All right, we are all loaded up, so let's take a look at how it's looking. We got the mulch and cover the dirt with some tarp, and yeah, we're ready to go. So this is the area that I chose to start our first garden because it's close to the house and I have little kids, and it just made the most sense. So this is where I'm going to be putting down the cardboard, and then after that we need to find like raw materials, organic materials like sticks, logs, and then on top of that we'll put our compost, and on top of that we'll put mulch. So we'll see what we can get done today, but first I'm just going to cover this entire area behind me with cardboard. So the next step is wet the cardboard and then start putting organic material. I just found a bunch of sticks and I don't have enough to like do this whole thing. So I'm going to try this side out today, and then if it works, then I'll do the farther side. So we just did the side closest to our porch today. Okay, so the way that I'm going to do this is that I'm gonna make rows of the logs, if that makes sense. And then some of the cardboard is gonna be a path, but I want all of it to be covered so that we can prevent weeds from growing, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna get some sticks. Yo, it is so hot outside. Oh my gosh, but okay. That's about all I'm gonna do today for the soil. I'm gonna go get the mulch, and that's gonna be the last because it is so hot outside. Okay, it's done for today. I got the mulch down. See that? Let's see. And then my mom gave me some tomatoes that she started on her balcony, and she lives in an apartment. And so she was saying like maybe I could put it into my garden once it gets started. And so her plants are getting really, really big, and some of them I couldn't save. So I just put a few in just to see what would happen with them. So we'll see. They're looking kind of sad right now, but I'll keep you guys updated on how it goes. But yeah, that's it for today. All right, so it's been about a month since I did that last video. I thought about how actually only one of the plants that I put in the ground at the time of that video survived. And I did go ahead and replace those plants with more from my mom. So there's a couple of tomato plants and 2 pepper plants. So I'm just going to show the update, because in the beginning, the plants looked like they were going to die, and 2 of them did, but one of them also looked bad, but then recovered and now is the best performing of all the plants in this garden. So I'm saying that because the method seems to be working. The plants look really healthy that I put in this soil, and it stays moist, like it doesn't dry out, and it's been like pretty hot and dry here in East Tennessee. All right, so when I did the first video, there were 3 plants in a row here. That plant and that plant died, the original, and this one survived. And if you look at the comparison, right, this one is the best looking plant out of all of them. So not only did it survive, it's thriving in the new soil. And then these 2 were transplanted kind of late, so that's why they're so leggy looking. But I mean, the top is looking pretty good, like it's recovering. So we're just gonna see how it plays out over the rest of the season. I hope that they produce pretty good tomatoes. They're all tomatoes. These are peppers that I just transplanted, gifted from my mom. They're probably gonna have a little bit of a struggle in the beginning, like you can kind of see at the bottom there. But ultimately they do recover, and I think it's to the credit of the soil that I have underneath here. As you can see, I haven't gotten to another pile, but I started it, and we have plenty of logs that my husband cut down, so we'll be moving on. And in the meantime, nature is taking over the rest of the garden, but that's okay. They're breaking up the soil, so thank you.